whole story, but it does show some of the changes that are going to be coming at us, particularly so from the southwest here, this arc of cloud extending its way northwards and eastwards, tied up with this little trough, and that's going to bring a bit of a change later on Friday. But throughout Wednesday, Thursday into most of Friday, the high pressure will hold on. There are going to be these weather fronts flirting along the North Sea coast, bringing some thicker cloud at times. But then the main change, I think, coming in later on Friday, this feature coming in from the west, bringing outbreaks of rain from that direction, probably later in the day, overnight and into Saturday. And then that feature pushing its way fairly quickly across much of the United Kingdom through this coming weekend. Let's come back to today then. A lot of cloud across the country, particularly over the central and southern parts of England. A murky old afternoon in store there, some gaps in the cloud in the north indicating a little bit of brightness in some places. So sunny intervals coming through, but also the problem of some mist and those fog patches lingering on in one or two places. And further south, I think there's light and patchy drizzly outbreaks of rain likely to affect quite a number of southern, southeast and eastern counties through the afternoon. I think in general the best of the temperatures in the north here, probably around 8 or 9 in one or two places. 6 and 7's the more general benchmark, but I think if you're stuck in the gloop and the murky conditions, probably no better than 4 or 5. Tonight again we see the fog coming back in, particularly across the clearer northern parts of the country. Here too, temperatures dipping down a couple of degrees below freezing, so the risk of some icy stretches on the smaller and untreated roads by tomorrow morning. So then off to an early frosty and foggy start in places. Dull and murky again in many central and southeastern counties, and some drizzly outbreaks likely there, and a bit of patchy rain affecting the far northern Isles of Scotland, and that creeping into some eastern counties as we go through into the afternoon. And I think the thicker cloud also fringing some of these northeastern counties of England. Tomorrow's temperatures are very similar to those of today's, basically 6s to 8s, the best sort of things we can expect. And it's a similar sort of story to start the last day of the week. Early frost, foggy in places. Through the day things brightening up a little bit, but some of that fog is going to be persistent and linger on, particularly through these central and southeastern counties where temperatures will struggle. Later in the day, though, the cloud thickening up, and that brings the rain on that weather system that's going to march in fairly sharply from the southwest throughout Saturday, to be followed by brighter conditions